Hello beautiful people, my name is Wendy and tomorrow is the first day of the Witchathon. For those of you who don't know, Witchathon is a readathon going from the 24th to the 31st of October, which as we all know is Halloween. It is hosted by my dear friend Rhiannon from the channel Crescent Moon Reads, who I'll have linked in the description box below. I'll also leave linked below the video in which she explains the Witchathon and sort of the purpose behind it, because everyone gets like super spooky during the Halloween season, but what it's really about and the holiday that it was derived from, Samhain, was actually a time to reflect upon and be thankful for your ancestors. But enough on that from me. I'm not the expert, Rhiannon is, and you should definitely check her out. What I'm gonna do is tell you guys the prompt for the Witchathon and show you my TBR for it. If you see me looking into that corner, it is because that's where I have the challenges for this Witchathon written down, and I don't want to get them wrong, so I'm gonna be cheating a little bit and reading them off. Prompt number 1, this time of year is all about preparing for the dark and gathering enough harvest for the winter. Read a book that is bound to make you warm and happy. And for this, I'm going to be reading A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sarah Barnard. This book follows Steffi, a girl who is selectively mute, and without going into any spoilers, she meets a boy named Reese who is deaf, and because it's a contemporary romance novel, I think you can kind of guess where it goes from there. I don't know, I've read some spooky things and October's been a difficult month, so I definitely need a book that's gonna lift my spirits and make me happy, and I have a feeling that A Quiet Kind of Thunder is gonna be that book. I've already read some of it, so far so good. Prompt number 2 is to light a candle for your ancestors. Samhain is a time of honoring your kin, especially those who have already passed away. So this prompt is basically just to take any book you have and to read it by candlelight. I don't know if it's just reading a bit of it by candlelight or reading the entire thing from start to finish by the light of the candle, but I don't know. Basically, light a candle, read by the light. If your eyes are weak, feel free probably to turn on a light as well to help you out, because we don't want anyone getting hurt here, but I think that this is a wonderful prompt, and it's really gonna like prompt us to reflect on those we've lost and bring us some inner sense of peace and closure, which I think is the point of this holiday. Prompt number 3, Samhain is normally known as Halloween. Read a spooky horror or thriller book. For this, I've chosen to read The Cheerleaders by Kara Thomas. I don't know anything about it, but I have just recently read what I think is my first thriller. It was a book called Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany Jackson. I had no idea what that was about, and I think that made me enjoy it far more. So that's kind of how I'm going into The Cheerleaders as well. I assume there will be cheerleaders. So I know that'll be, yeah, spooky cheerleaders. There's some blood on the cover. It's gonna be a good time. Prompt number 4 is The Veil Between Worlds is thinnest around this time of year. Oh, you just saw the book. Basically, the prompt is to read a book that has paranormal elements, and for this, I'm choosing to read Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. Carry On is Rainbow Rowell's first fantasy. It is based on her contemporary book, Fangirl, wherein the main character, Kath, writes fanfiction for this Harry Potter-esque series, and Carry On is Rainbow Rowell's version of the fanfiction that Kath writes in Fangirl, if I understand that correctly. Basically, I'm gonna get some Harry Potter feels, which is great for this time of year, and I think that this is gonna be a balm for my soul by giving me the dreary that I didn't get in Harry Potter, so I'm super excited to read Carry On. Prompt number 5 is, in honor of your ancestors, read a book that features your ethnic heritage. Now, as some of you might know, I am Croatian, and that is an ethnicity that isn't really talked about in books very often. So I'm going to skip this prompt with the addendum that I'm actually compiling a list of books that have to do with being Croatian, and I'm going to read some of them and see if I could give like a top 5 recommended reads for reading about Croatian heritage, because I do love my heritage and I love my family, and I think it's important to share that with the world. But I'm skipping it for this readathon. Also because like it's midterm season and she a thick girl, like I'm gonna have trouble reading this as it is. And speaking of Carry On, prompt number 6 is Every Witch Needs a Coven. You should buddy read a book. And I'm actually going to be buddy reading Carry On with a friend of mine. She does not do the book thing, but she did trust me when I told her that this was like dreary, but not really. And I don't know. I hope I haven't steered her wrong. She's gonna be reading Carry On with me. I will let you know how we both feel about it at the end of this. And prompt number 7 is to read the group book. The book is The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I'll put its cover somewhere here, and I will not be able to do that because, again, of the time crunch that I'm on, with the addendum, again, that I'll probably be reading it later because the premise of it just sounds so wonderful. And there you guys have it. This is my short but sweet Witchathon TBR. I think I get extra points for Carry On because it's about wizards who are like witches' male counterparts, I guess. If you're also participating in the Witchathon, please let me know what books you're going to be reading because I would love to share them with you. And if we're reading any of the same ones, let me know so I can double up on the buddy reading challenge and feel less bad for skipping 2 whole prompts out of 7. Anyway, friends, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked my video, please leave it a thumbs up. And if you like me, maybe consider subscribing to this channel. I post new bookish content every Saturday, and then apparently I just post bonus content sometimes. So you get to see my face very often. If you want to know when I post that bonus content, ring that bell because I don't have a schedule for it and I won't be able to let you know when it's coming out. But either way, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you with a new video very soon. Goodbye.